Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Mitch from BD Audio, where we like to dyno amps down under. We're starting off the year with a nice bang, getting something nice and juicy on the table. This little beast here is a Powerus PW3500. It's meant to do 3500 RMS at 1 ohm, being that this is a 1 ohm model. They do come in 2 ohm, 1 ohm, and 0.5 ohms. You will see here that it's all in black anodized. On the top, we have a limiter. We have an on-off power, we have a clip, and we have a high voltage, low voltage sensor, which is really good for those guys. Bear in mind, I've had this in both situations. We've used these in our daily cars. All of my team use these. We love them, purely just because of their reliability. You can run them all the way up to about 16.2 volt and all the way down to about 8 before it goes into those high-low voltage protection. The clip point is pretty much bang on. So at least you'll be able to keep an eye on to make sure that you're doing the power correctly. Now, this little beast, however, only has 4-gauge inputs. A 4-gauge reducer does definitely fit, as you can see. We will be using 0-gauge into a 4-gauge reducer on the bench today. It does have 2 fans. They are sequential, so they do turn on and off throughout the time. But they are quite loud, unfortunately. On the other end, we just have an input and an output. We have your bass gain, frequency, high pass, low pass, your limiter, and your level. So to give you an idea on what a limiter is, it's sort of like how the Tara amps, smart amps are, where they basically pull back a voltage when they get close to that limit of your rail voltage. They'll pull the voltage back and limit it from over clipping too much. Now on short bursts, it can definitely do that. But if you're looking for a quick burst of power, great. These are definitely the amp for you. They are reliable as hell. I've had this running in my car for a very long time at 0.5 ohm. But I pulled it out of the car because I wanted to make sure we had a decent amp on the bench for the first time starting up this year.
I'm excited.
Alrighty, so here we are. The Powerus PW3500 is on the dyno. We've got it strapped up to 4 ohm and we're going to see what it does. First off will be up to clipping, and you'll be able to see that on the O-scope to the left, and the voltage is sitting at about 14.4, almost 14.5. It's rated at 1760 at 4 ohms. Let's give this a go and see what it does. And as you can see, we just touched that clipping mark there and we hit that rating. So we got 1809 watts. Rated 1760, we hit just over that mark. But obviously that's just rated. So let's see what it actually does at burst power, shall we? We're not going to skip, we're not going to change, we're just going to follow through straight away. Let's see what it can do. Well, we definitely hit that rating. 2351 at 4.1 ohms. That's pretty impressive considering it was 1760. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? 2 ohms. We're rated at 2540. Let's see how this goes. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit that rating. This is up to clipping. Oh yeah, 2802. Definitely a little bit more than rated. Almost 300 watts. That's not too bad. All right, let's do a full clip and see if we can squeeze a little bit more juice out of it, eh? And here we go. Oh yes, 3242. We're almost reading that 3500 RMS rated that the amp is meant to do at 1 ohm. Very impressive. And finally, we have it wired at 1 ohm. We're going to see what this little beast can do. Rated at 3500 or 3670 technically, but 3500. And I believe this little powerhouse should definitely make well over that. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets into the 4000s. But you know what? Let's see what it's got it up to clipping. Here we go. Oh yes, 3950. There was a little bit of clip there, but not too much. Let's see what it can do dynamic, I guess. Let's see if we can bust that 4000. Here we go. Clear the screen. And off we go. 14.48. Ooh, we definitely got there. 4235. Not bad, almost 1,000 watts more than it's technically rated. That's definitely a decent amount of current. Even though it only has 4 gauge inputs, I would have honestly put 0 gauge. But because of the size of the amp, it's not too bad. Even with those quick bursts, the fans are only switching on and off, so you're not having to listen to that horrible sound. But onto the gut shots. Well, I hope you all enjoyed those results. Unfortunately, I don't have any more resistors. I'm waiting for them to arrive. I would have loved to have my new resistor that's turning up for me to allow to do it to a 0.5 ohm testing. But I guess I'll have to do a recheck later on this one. Might do another video just to show what it does at 0.5, because I reckon we might be able to definitely get a bit more power out of that. Now let's crack that open, that warranty label, and let's peel back the back plate. Ooh yes, look at that. I'm not going to go through and say everything that's in the amp, unfortunately, because I don't know every component, but everything seems to be seated very, very well. Cap's a decent size. But yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the channel. And make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya.